Если западные страны, такие как Франция, не согласятся на торговые сделки американского президента Трампа, то мы будем продолжать узнавать скандальные, то мы будем продолжать узнавать, то мы будем продолжать узнавать скандальные секреты о западных президента от Центрального разведви... Центрального разведви... от Центрального разведывательного управления. Кто-нибудь Кто-нибудь хочет убедить меня в том, что информация о том, что жена французского президента была мужчиной, не была утечкой из Центрального разведывательного управления. Кстати, в Канаде прошел слух, что у Путина такой большой сосок, что он отправил нескольких женщин в больницу. А в Кремле устраивают свингерские вечеринки. Кстати, вы заметили, что мы узнали о проблеме с наркотиками? Кстати, вы заметили, что мы узнали о проблеме с наркотиками Илона Маска только после того, как Трамп поссорился с Илоном Маском и разошелся. Как Трамп поссорился с Илоном Маском и разошелся. Правительство Соединенных Штатов использует Центральное разведывательное управление, чтобы выведать грязные секреты каждого, а затем шантажирует все за деньги. Кстати, я планирую снять серию видео об Арктике. Которая является важной темой, особенно для Канады и России. Поскольку мы обе граничим с Арктикой, Поскольку мы обе граничим с Арктикой, я не живу рядом с Арктикой, и я не эксперт по Арктике, но я хотел бы научиться, поэтому я приглашаю арктических экспертов, поэтому я приглашаю арктических экспертов к участию в серии арктических дискуссий. Поэтому я приглашаю арктических экспертов к участию в серии арктических дискуссий. Я, безусловно, обладаю большими знаниями как ученый, и многие люди хотели бы узнать больше об Арктике, в том числе и я. Итак, я частично экстрасенс в основном по снам. Я не считаю, что ясновидение – это только предсказание событий. Термин экстрасенс должен охватывать гораздо больше, особенно в отношении других измерений, Вероятно, есть также много людей, которые являются экстрасенсами, которые являются экстрасенсами, которые являются экстрасенсами, но я понимаю, как толковать свои сны. Я очень интересуюсь наукой о сне. Я также думаю о том, чтобы сделать серию видео о других измерениях с математической точки зрения. Я определенно не считаю себя лучшим математиком или ученым. Я определенно не считаю себя лучшим математиком или ученым. Но трудно знать, что правильно, особенно когда люди начинают развиваться, чтобы видеть дальше, чем видимый спектр света. Чтобы видеть дальше, чем видимый спектр света. Трамп выбрал Пам Бонди в качестве своего щита. Трамп нанял Пам Бонди, чтобы она занималась не только юридическими вопросами. Конечно, не для секса. Мелания Трамп супермодел, а Мелания Трамп супермодел, а Пам Бонди похожа на отказницу из трейлер-парка. Не жалейте эту ведьму, сколько невинных людей Пам Бонди подставила ради зли богатый элит вроде Эпштейна. Наверное, очень много невинных людей сидят в тюрьме за преступления, совершенные богатыми элитами. Если бы рядом с землей открылась, если бы рядом с землей открылась черная дыра, мы бы отправили злую богатую элиту на специальную космическую миссию. Если бы рядом с землей открылась черная дыра, мы бы отправили злую богатую элиту на специально. Если бы рядом с землей открылась черная дыра, мы бы отправили злую богатую элиту на специальную космическую миссию. Помните, раньше слова «черный» и «русский» вызывали толпу линчевателей. Тем временем у Пам Бонди есть целый список виновных богатых элит. Возможно, именно так Китай контролирует американских политиков. И, конечно, Канада тоже плохая. Правительство Канады заполнило Канаду секретными исследовательскими объектами, спрятанными в канадские леса, где они проводят исследования на невинных людей. Правительство Канады заполнило Канаду секретными исследовательскими объектами, спрятанными в канадские леса, где они проводят исследования на невинных людях. Я не удивлюсь, если на эти сверхсекретные исследовательские объекты пропали и россияне. Очень опасный объект находится в Ванкувере, Британская Колумбия. Если западные страны, такие как Франция, не согласятся на торговые сделки американского президента Трампа, то мы будем продолжать узнавать скандальные секреты о западных президента от Центрального разведки президента. То мы будем продолжать узнавать скандальные секреты о западных президента от Центрального разведывательного управления. Кто-нибудь хочет убедить меня в том, что информация о том, что жена французского президента была мужчиной, не была утечкой из Центрального разведывательного управления. Что жена французского президента была мужчиной, не была утечкой из Центрального разведывательного управления. Кстати, в Канаде прошел слух, что у Путина такой большой Кстати, в Канаде прошел слух, что у Путина такой большой сосок, что он отправил нескольких женщин в больницу, а в Кремле устраивают свингерские вечеринки. Кстати, вы заметили, что мы узнали о проблеме с наркотиками? Кстати, вы заметили, что мы узнали о проблеме с наркотиками Илона Маска только после того, как Трамп поссорился с Илоном Маском и разошелся. Правительство Соединенных Штатов использует Центральное разведывательное управление, чтобы выведать грязные секреты каждого, а затем шантажирует все за деньги. Кстати, я планирую снять серию видео об Арктике, которая является важной темой, особенно для Канады и России. Поскольку мы обе граничим с Арктикой, я не живу рядом с Арктикой, и я не эксперт по Арктике, но я хотел бы научиться. Поэтому я приглашаю арктических экспертов к участию в серии арктических дискуссий. Я, безусловно, обладаю большими знаниями, как ученый, и многие люди хотели бы узнать больше об Арктике, в том числе и я. Итак, я частично экстрасенс, в основном по снам. Я не считаю, что ясновидение — это только предсказание событий. Термин экстрасенс должен охватывать гораздо больше, особенно в отношении других измерений. Вероятно, есть также много людей, которые являются экстрасенсами. Термин экстрасенс должен охватывать гораздо больше, особенно в отношении других измерений. Вероятно, есть также много людей, которые являются экстрасенсами, но не понимают, как толковать свои сны. Я очень интересуюсь наукой о снах. Я также думаю о том, чтобы сделать серию видео о других измерениях чтобы сделать серию видео о других измерениях с математической точки зрения. Чтобы сделать серию видео о других измерениях с математической точки зрения, я определенно не считаю себя лучшим математиком или ученым. Но трудно знать, что правильно, особенно когда люди начинают развиваться, чтобы видеть дальше, чем видимый спектр света. Трамп выбрал Пам Бонди в качестве своего щита. Трамп нанял Пам Бонди, чтобы она занималась не только юридическими вопросами. Конечно, не для секса Мелания Трамп супермодел, а Пам Бонди похожа на отказницу из Трейлер Парка. Не жалейте эту ведьму. Сколько невинных людей Пам Бонди поставила ради сли богатый элит вроде Эпштейна. Наверное, очень много невинных людей сидят в тюрьме за преступления, совершенные богатыми элитами. Если бы рядом с землей открылась черная дыра, мы бы отправили злую богатую элиту на специальную космическую миссию. Помните, раньше слово «черный» и «русский» вызывали толпу линчевателей. Тем временем у Пам Бонди есть целый список виновных богатых элит. Возможно, именно так Китай контролирует американских политиков, и, конечно, Канада тоже плохая. Правительство Канады заполнило Канаду секретными исследовательскими объектами, спрятанными в канадские леса, где они проводят исследования на невинных людей. Я не удивлюсь, если на эти сверхсекретные исследовательские объекты пропали и россияне. Я не удивлюсь, если на эти сверхсекретные исследовательские объекты пропали и россияне. Я не удивлюсь, если на эти сверхсекретные исследовательские объекты пропали и россияне. Очень опасный объект находится в Ванкувере, Британская Колумбия. So now that people are starting to come in, um, like these rich elites, they're getting away with everything. No one's stopping them. No one's arresting them. These rich elites are mad with power. Like, who knows the stuff that they've been doing that we don't even know about, you know? Why are we allowing these rich elites to get away with all of this evil stuff that they're doing? I mean, we know they're doing it. Okay, I know that you're gonna say, or I know people are gonna say, I should know people are gonna say, oh, well, the rich elites, they just bribe the police and then cover up everything. The rich elites, because they have money, they just bribe everyone and that's it. Well, why are you satisfied with that answer? Why are you satisfied with the fact that the rich elites can literally just do whatever they want and get away with whatever they want because they're rich elites and then just bribe the judge, bribe the police? Why are you okay with that? Do you not realize how scary that is? How dangerous that is? You could be the next victim of a rich elite. Those people, like, you think, oh, you weren't a victim of the Epstein stuff, but it could have been you. You could have been a victim of the Epstein stuff. So, I mean, for all those people that just sit back and say, oh, it's not their problem. Well, one day you could be a victim of the rich elites. And then you're going to be crying that everyone cares about you, but you didn't care about these other rich people. You didn't care about these other victims of the rich elites. You just were like, oh, it's not your problem. It's not your problem that rich elites are getting away with doing evil stuff to other people. But then as soon as those rich elites suddenly did that same stuff to you, I'm sure then you would care. Then it would be your problem, right? So why are we allowing these rich elites to get away with all of this evil stuff? Okay? How do we solve this problem? Because very well, those rich elites, those same rich elites that did the evil stuff to other people, one day those rich elites could come around and do that evil stuff to you and get away with it because they're rich elites. And all they do is just bribe the police, bribe the judges, and then everything, they get away with everything, the rich elites. So this is a serious issue that, see, you think it's not an issue because you don't hear about it because the rich elites cover everything up, right? So you don't see this as an issue because the rich elites manage to, with their money, cover up all the bad stuff they've been doing. So you don't see this as an issue, but eventually this will make it be an issue for you because those rich elites could very well start doing that bad stuff to you next. Those rich elites could start doing all that evil stuff to you next. And then you're going to turn around and demand everyone care, but then the rich elites just cover everything up like they always do. And then you'll be the next victim of the rich elites. So all those people that take the attitude, oh, it's not their problem. They're not victims of the Epstein list. It's not their problem. They weren't victims of the Epstein list, so why should they care? Because you should care because those same rich elites can do evil stuff to you next time. That's why you should care. Because if the evil rich elites like Epstein and Elon Musk and Trump and all of them are able to get away with doing this horrible stuff and then just covering it up, they could do that same horrible stuff to you next time and cover it up, right? So that's why you should care about everyone. You should care about all the victims of the rich elites, whether it's you, whether it's a friend, whether it's someone you don't know. You should care about all of the victims of the rich elites. And then who knows what these rich elites are doing in other countries? No wonder these other countries hate us. You ever wonder why they did 9/11? Why you want to just so quickly and say, oh, the people who did 9/11, like you want to jump to conclusions, but like there's a reason why people are retaliating against the United States of America. There's a reason why America had a war with Japan. There's a reason why America had a war with Germany. There's a reason why America had a Cold War with Russia. There's a reason why America had a war with Vietnam. There's a reason why America had a war with Korea. There's a reason why America had a war with the natives. There's a reason why America had slavery. There's a reason why all of these things happened. And so for anyone to sit there and say, oh, it didn't happen to you, hasn't happened to you yet, so you don't care. And then when it does happen to you and you suddenly realize no one cares because you didn't care when it was happening to other people, you didn't care when the rich elites were getting away with abusing other people, and you didn't care. And now, next thing you know, the rich elites start abusing you, and now you're mad that no one cares, but you didn't care when the rich elites were doing it to other people. See, that's why everyone needs to care. That's why it matters that these rich elites are getting away with all of this evil stuff. It does matter. So we cannot let these rich elites just get away with stuff, just keep bribing people. Okay, we can't no longer just let them get away with all of this evil stuff. We can't. Because you think, oh, it's not happening to you, so why should you care? They could very well be doing it to you next, and they probably will. Because if they're doing it to other people and getting away with it, eventually they'll probably start doing it to you and get away with it. And then suddenly you're going to be like, why does nobody care? Why does nobody care? Nobody cares because, like I said, because nobody is caring, but they should care. Nobody is caring, but they should care. They should care about what the rich elites are doing and getting away with. They should care. Everyone should care. And this is just like, imagine the stuff that the rich elites have got away with that we don't even know about. Like, imagine all of the stuff. Like, probably, it's scary to see the stuff that's coming out that we're discovering. But you know what's more scary? The stuff that we don't even know about that they covered up. The stuff that you see managed to make it to the news, that's mild stuff. That's mild stuff compared to what they actually covered up. So what's really scary, if you think what you see in the news is bad, just think about the stuff that they actually covered up. That was so bad, they won't even allow it to reach the news. That's the stuff that really should scare you. It scares me. Just thinking about all the evil stuff that they've done and got away with. And the next thing you know, you could be the next victim of the rich elites. Just because they haven't done it to you yet, doesn't mean they're not going to make their way around to you. And then when they make their way around to you, the rich elites are in such a position that everyone believes them, everyone trusts them, no one arrests them, the rich elites just bribe everyone. And if the rich elites got away with doing evil stuff to other people, they're going to get away with doing it to you too, because you didn't step up and you didn't say, okay, we gotta stop these rich elites, we gotta stop them. So when the rich elites does this evil stuff to other people, you should care that they're doing it to other people, because that could be you next. And if the rich elites are getting away with doing evil stuff to other people, then the rich elites could get away with doing it to other people. Then the rich elites could get away with doing the same stuff to you next, right? So that's why we should care. We should care what the rich elites are doing. We should care that the rich elites are bribing the police, bribing the lawyers, bribing the judges. We should care. This matters. This is very important. Rich elites should not be able to get away with breaking the law. And anything that you see in the news that actually makes the news is nothing in comparison to what the rich elites are actually getting away with. They will put one scapegoat in the news and try to make an example, and it would be like the most, like, you think Martha Stewart, they made an example out of Martha Stewart because she did insider trading. There's rich elites murdering people. There's rich elites going around getting away with murder. See, that's how the news, they're such liars. The news is like, oh, look, we got Martha Stewart on insider trading because no one's above the law, not even the rich elites. Martha Stewart is probably the most innocent of all the rich elites. Because as far as we know, Martha Stewart didn't have anyone murdered, as far as we know. But the rich elites who've had people murdered, those rich elites, you don't even know about it at all. So that's what I'm saying. That's how the media are such liars, because They took like one big rich elite, Martha Stewart, and then they said, "Oh, we're making an example of her, showing that no rich elite's above the law." And they got Martha Stewart on insider trading. There's probably rich elites that have gotten away with murder, and you don't even know about it. So see how the media, they're all bought and they're all controlled. They're all controlled. They're all bought. The media. And that's why we have to seriously do something about this problem. This is a serious problem. The rich elites are getting away with all of this evil stuff. And the most evil stuff that they're getting away with is the stuff that you don't even know about, is the stuff that was so bad they wouldn't even let it hit the news. That's the heinous stuff that we need to worry about, is the stuff we don't even know about. The stuff we don't even know about is what was really scary. Because if we're seeing bad stuff hit the news, that's nothing compared to what they was so bad that they absolutely covered it up. You're just seeing like little fragments here and there hit the news, but really, the rich elites have done much, much worse stuff that would give you horrible nightmares if you even thought about. So that's what we really need to be concerned about. What we don't know about, what the rich elites have done that we don't even know about, that what they managed to cover up. That's what we really have to be concerned about. So yeah, we really need to do something about the rich elites. And if they're able to get away with doing stuff to other people, the rich elites, eventually they're probably going to get away with doing stuff to you as well. So that's why we should all care what the rich elites are doing to everyone and not let the rich elites get away with doing all the evil stuff. Cipher solutions because, okay, I'm gonna read your comment. Yes, because they're reading a script, it's not them doing it. Who? Elon Musk is an actor. What? I'm confused. I'm confused by your comment. I'm sorry. I'm not sure where you're getting at. So for anyone coming in, obviously I talked a lot already about the topic. Do the rich elites get away with everything? I also want to also talk about my channel, my YouTube channel, which is the Planet Saturn Club. And basically, there's a lot of ways I can describe the Planet Saturn Club, what I'm trying to do with it. But for right now, let's say, for example, you know how that America has the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, America has the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the CIA, the FBI. Russia has the FSB, which is the Federal Security Service, the Federalная служба безопасности. So I was thinking, what if there was like a scientist, mathematician version of the CIA? What if scientists and mathematicians had their own version of the CIA? Because, of course, the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, they're probably more concerned with the economy, with money, with terrorism. They're more into those issues. But, you know, there is kind of a whole, and I don't know if I would say call us spies. I don't know if it would be necessarily right to say that we're spies. We are, in a sense, spies because we are scientists and mathematicians that are searching for the truth, wherever the truth might be. If the truth is at a science center in Berlin, and the truth is there, and we learn about science at a science center in Berlin, then that's where we find the truth. If the truth is hidden deep into Russian government files that sometimes someone may or may not me, but maybe someone who may or may not be related to the Planet Saturn Club. Someone may have to break into the FSB headquarters to get access to secret government documents related to science and mathematics. Like, that's just an example. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. But that's what I'm saying. It's like science and mathematics, we have people who want to know the truth. I mean, humans are born to be curious. Humans are curious people. Humans are curious creatures. And our curiosity to learn the truth about science and mathematics will take us everywhere, all across planet Earth, to other galaxies, to other solar systems, exploring the universe, exploring the galaxies. So basically, the way I would describe what I'm trying to do with the Planet Saturn Club is like a scientist mathematician version of the CIA. So instead of the CIA, the Planet Saturn Club is like the version of the CIA, but like for scientists and mathematicians. So we may have spies, but we also will need, of course, scientists. We will need photographers. We will need kickboxers. We will need martial artists. We will need um, tough guys, tough women. We will need all types of people. We will need artists in the Planet Saturn Club, right? It's a club, and it's basically if you have an interest in science and mathematics, and if you want to discover the truth, and if you're willing to do what it takes to discover the truth and learn the secrets of the universe, you can be a member of the Planet Saturn Club, and you can work together with us. We can work together, the Planet Saturn Club, to fix the planet, to protect the planet, to discover the secrets of the universe, to go where no man or woman or alien even has gone before. The Planet Saturn Club, we can work together and we can be like our own fighting force. We could really, it's funny to think of scientists and mathematicians as, martial artists and spies but really, I mean, why not, right? What's stopping scientists and mathematicians from being our own agents, from being, we're not government agents, but still, our mission is to protect the planet. Our mission is to protect Mother Earth. Our mission is to learn and to discover the secrets of the universe. And so the Planet Saturn Club, a club is not a one person. There cannot be a one person club. I cannot do everything. I do not know how to do everything. And that's one of the main reasons to start a Planet Saturn Club is because I can't do it all. I mean, if it was, that's why it's called the Planet Saturn Club and not just some guy who talks about Planet Saturn. This is a club, meaning we need people. We need people. We need artists. We need scientists. We need mathematicians. We need spies. We need martial artists. Like, we need all types of people. We need everyone to work together in the Planet Saturn Club to achieve the goals of the Planet Saturn Club. You know, Obviously, I don't speak for the entire Planet Saturn Club. We will have different people. Different people will have different opinions. Some people might want to do one thing. Some people might want to do other things. But generally speaking, the one or two, three things we'll all have in common is we'll all be scientists, so to speak. Some of us would be more scientific than others, but some of us will be like more like the muscle, like martial artists, like spies, like strong people, physically strong people types, which we need those people too. The Planet Saturn Club needs all types of people working together. And ultimately, people who are in the Planet Saturn Club, we, generally speaking, like I said, it's hard to really speak for everyone, but what I want, and everyone in the Planet Saturn Club will have their opportunity to present what they want, what they're looking for, what they're interested in. Everyone will have the opportunity. Now, my opportunity is this. This is my opportunity. I will say that what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the truth. I want to discover the secrets of the universe. I want to learn how the universe works. I want to find if there's aliens, right? I want to protect the planet Earth from pollution and keep the environment safe. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the truth. I'm looking to protect Mother Earth. I'm looking for to hope discover aliens. I'm hoping to discover the secrets of planet Saturn and why the rings are so special and how planet Saturn works and the mechanisms of planet Saturn. And I want to, and not just planet Saturn, all the planets as well. And generally speaking, I want to discover all the secrets of the universe. So that's what I am looking for from this. So generally speaking, if you are in the Planet Saturn Club, that is more or less, right? Obviously, you don't have to agree with everything, okay? But more or less, you're more into science and you're, like obviously not all of us in the Planet Saturn Club is going to have the exact same vision and exact same goals, but more or less our goals will more or less overlap. We'll work together as a team. We'll discover secrets about the universe. So if anyone is in here, I have a plan, and the plan is to bring this channel to the next level. I do have a plan to bring the Planet Saturn Club to the next level. I will have a more membership things, more a membership goals. I will have a goal. I will have goals of the Planet Saturn Club. I will request and please ask for the help of other people on YouTube to work together to make something really great for the Planet Saturn Club. We will obviously so that I will ask stuff of the Planet Saturn Club members, right? I because like I said, it's a club. This is not a one person show. This is me, who has a background in marketing and a big knowledge of science in general, but I am not an expert on everything. I do not know how to do everything. I am not an artist. I don't know how to draw. I'm not good at drawing. I'm not good at stuff like that. I'm good at maybe like photography. I'm good at photography. I'm good at making videos. I'm good at making shorts. But there's a difference between like knowing how to be like an artist, like a real like drawer, like how to draw. There's a difference between that and being able to use the YouTube features to make short. So I can do that. I can use the YouTube features to make short videos. I'm good at that. I'm not the best at it, but I'm good at that. But I'm not like, for example, I'm not like a straight up artist who's been trained. I am kind of an artist in a sense. In a sense, I am an artist because I do have fun making really cool videos using the YouTube features, right? YouTube Studio. I'm kind of an artist in that sense, but I'm not like a traditionally trained artist, is what I'm saying. I don't have a degree in art, fine arts, so I don't know how to paint. I'm not really good at sculpting, nothing like that. And we might need stuff like that in the Planet Saturn Club. We might need, for example, a sculptor to make a model of a rocket ship, or we might need a painter to paint a galaxy painting or something, right? We will need all types of people, and so really everyone, as long as you have an interest in science, and I would hope that you're a good person, you're a nice person, you don't have to agree. You can have debates. You can be argumentative if you want. You can disagree. We don't have to all agree on the same stuff. You can even call me names. I don't care. If you think I'm stupid, you can call me stupid. I don't care. But what I mean as a good person is that you're not evil, right? You're allowed to have emotions. You're allowed to say your real opinion. You're allowed to call me stupid and get frustrated if you don't agree with me, if you want to disagree with me about something in terms of the universe and science. Obviously, like we really all don't know for sure. They're just theories. And whenever you discuss theories and hypotheses, people will disagree. People will have different opinions. That's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is like evil rich elites. I hope you're not an evil rich elite who is gonna like try to make a very evil version of the Planet Saturn Club. Because I did hear, obviously, they were a different group of people who worship Saturn, which had nothing to do with the Planet Saturn Club. There's a big difference, obviously. Like people around the world worship Planet Saturn. Like people before us, people even today in other countries. I don't know what, for example, people in China are doing. I don't know what people in Mexico are doing. I don't know what people in Australia are doing. There's probably other groups of people that worship Planet Saturn too. So I don't speak for everyone who worships and follows Planet Saturn. I mean, I didn't make Saturday named. I didn't name one of our days of the week Saturday after Planet Saturn. I didn't do that. I didn't name Sunday after the sun. So obviously people like so Sundays after the sun, Saturday after Planet Saturn, right? So I didn't do that. So obviously been people before me. There will be people after me. Why? I don't like to think of people being after me. I hope that I will still be here in the future, but there will all be two people around the world, and um, there may also be very dark versions, right, of the club, which I am not doing. I'm not responsible for the dark versions of the club. But apparently, in the past, there were a group of people, cultists. They were cults that worshiped planet Saturn. They were cults. They were secret societies of people who worshiped planet Saturn. They had secret parties and secret societies and secret events. They really harnessed the power of planet Saturn This is what I heard about. I have talked to people, I've talked to elders, I've talked to science elders, and they have passed down stories of hearing about these cults that worship planet Saturn. And so, obviously, I don't want our group to be like something very dark and sinister. I think it's interesting for us to research these other cults that worship planet Saturn and how they harness the power of planet Saturn. Obviously, that I want to know about. I want to know, why is planet Saturn so special? Why is Saturday named after this planet Saturn? Why is, obviously we know why Sunday. Obviously, we more or less know why Sunday's named after the sun. But why is Saturday named after planet Saturn? Planet Saturn must be an especially special planet for one of our days of the week to be named after planet Saturn, right? Because we don't have Jupiter Day, we don't have Venus Day, we don't have Mars Day, we don't have Pluto Day, but we have Saturday after planet Saturn. So there must be something especially special about planet Saturn, right? You would think. So obviously, I don't have all the answers. I don't know all the answers. That's the whole purpose of the Planet Saturn Club. We will discover the answers. We will work together. We will find the truth. We will work together to find the truth. We will come together and we will do what needs to be done. I'm not advocating or suggesting, I'm not saying that people should go and hack the Russian FSB computer system and figure out, because like obviously Russia has been around much longer than the United States of America. The United States of America and Canada were more newer countries, but Russia and China have been around for, I don't know if it would be right to say centuries. Anyways, a lot of well, I know China's been ancient around for a while. So China must have really deep ancient secrets that they passed down. So I'm not saying anyone should go and necessarily hack the Chinese computer systems and deep dive into to research and really uncover the secrets there by hacking China's computer system. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, I'm saying that people, and generally speaking, need to do what needs to be done to find this truth, discover the truth, whatever the truth is, and we can work together. We can start being productive rather than being, there's all of these people that they're bored and then they go around looting stores and they vandalize. Instead of looting stores, instead of vandalizing, instead of being unproductive with your time, what if we inspired people to come together? We could do so much great things. We could build the first Star Trek spaceship. Like, we could build the first Titanic sized spaceship, mega sized spaceship. We could convince more people to be astronauts. We could convince more people at least to be scientists. At least if you're good, if you don't want to be an astronaut, if you don't want to get in a spaceship, that's understandable. Not everyone is cut out to go into outer space. But if you want to be at least be a scientist, if you want to at least do photography, look through a telescope, make observations through a telescope, we need people to do everything. We need all types of people in the Planet Saturn Club. We're gonna need artists, painters. We're gonna need photographers. We're gonna need even psychologists and psychologists. We're gonna need people who are good at public speaking. We're gonna need mathematicians, right? So we're gonna need everyone. We're gonna even need accountants. We're gonna need business people, especially if we hold big events that need to be funded by the Planet Saturn Club. If we have to hold big events, we're gonna need accountants. We're gonna need business people. We're gonna need marketing people. Well, I actually have a background in marketing as well, but we're gonna need all types of people, and so this is what I'm trying to do with the Planet Saturn Club. And I really don't just want this to be a one person club, obviously. I want this to be a real club where we have members, we have people, we have motivated people, and we have people. It's like our version of the CIA. It's like scientists and mathematicians' version of the Central Intelligence Agency, which is kind of exciting, very mysterious. So of course the Planet Saturn Club will probably have spies as well. The Planet Saturn Club will need spies to find out information, right? The Planet Saturn Club will have all types of people. We need to come together. We cannot rely on the rich elites to take care of us. The rich elites do not take care of us. We cannot rely on the rich elites to take care of us. We have no chance. If you actually expect the rich elites to take care of your family and to take care of your health and your well-being, then we have no chance if you actually think the rich elites care about us. So we as a people need to come together and we need to protect ourselves and we need to discover the truth ourselves and we need to do research and digging ourselves. And the people in the Planet Saturn Club, we need to stand up to the bullies because the rich elites oftentimes they're the ones who are the bullies. It's the rich elites who are usually the bullies and we need to stand up to the bullies. And the Planet Saturn Club, we need to come together as a unified force and we need to really make Earth great again. Let's make Earth great again. Like Trump was saying, make America great again. Let's make Earth great again. Like, well, Earth is always great, but anyways, you know what I mean? Like, let's make Earth better. Let's bring society into the future. Let's advance civilization. So, exciting things as a marketer. I'm not an astronaut. I wish I was an astronaut. I've always wanted to be an astronaut. I'm not. I've never actually been into outer space, obviously. You can tell I'm not an astronaut. You can tell I'm a marketing person. I'm more of like the creative side. And so obviously we're gonna need everyone. Like the Planet Saturn Club, I would love for astronauts to be members of the Planet Saturn Club. I would love for accountants, for researchers, for artists, for everyone, even martial artists, spies. I would love for everyone to be part of the Planet Saturn Club. Everyone is welcome. Everyone who has an interest in science and mathematics and wants to discover the truth, everyone is welcome. And we can have debates, we can have discussions, we can argue, even we can argue. I mean, that's how you make progress, is really arguing. I mean, a lot of times scientists, the way they made progress and the way they actually discovered the truth was by not accepting the narrative, by not accepting what is told to them. So sometimes you do have to argue with what's being told to you. If you think something's incorrect, like if everyone just agrees with everyone, then we'd always be thinking the same thing. And if the same thing was wrong, if the same belief was wrong, like when they used to think, they used to actually think that the sun revolved around the earth. They used to actually believe that the sun revolved around the earth, but actually the earth revolves around the sun. So that's why, thank goodness, that we had people, scientists, who challenged what the mainstream media's narrative was. Thank goodness we had scientists who challenged this and said, no, I don't believe that. I think that's wrong. So we do need people to like this, we need people to give their real opinions. We need people to participate. We need people to come together and let's form something really cool and fun. And it doesn't all have to be work. It could be fun too. A lot of times, you work hard, you play hard. Work hard, play hard. We can have parties and events. People can dress up. Like Planet Saturn Club could have very special events. We could have very special parties where we do stuff for Planet Saturn, raise money for Planet Saturn. Like there's all types of stuff. There's all types of stuff. We could have fashion shows and runway shows. In fact, I had this interesting idea, really interesting. You know how, remember when they did the Miss Universe pageants? Well, they had someone, for example, representing all the countries. They had someone representing Germany, America. They had someone representing Russia, etc., China, Spain, Portugal, Mexico, etc., Canada. They had someone representing all the countries. And what if we had people representing the planets? Like, what if we had Miss Saturn, Miss Planet Saturn, Miss Venus, Miss Mars, Miss Jupiter, Miss Uranus? Like, what if we had Miss Pluto, right? What if we had all types of Miss Mercury? What if we had all types of, what if we even had models and, what if they even represented planets, So it's great. It's like we could do more entertainment. We could, Planet Saturn Club can even do music. Or like we can do all types of different things. We can come together and, you know, we can put our minds together and really accomplish something really great with the Planet Saturn Club. And we can get stuff done and we can actually discover the truth because the rich elites, it says it in the name, rich elite. The rich elites care about money. The rich elites do not care about discovering the truth, not like we do. The rich elites who say they care about discovering the truth, I don't think they care as much as they about discovering the truth as much as they care about money. I think the rich elites care more about money right? Because that's how they became a rich elite, by caring about money. So I think we, the people, we cannot rely on the rich elites to save us. We cannot rely on the rich elites to protect us. We cannot rely on the rich elites to actually care for us, because they don't care for us, really, the rich elites. So we have to protect ourselves. We have to care for ourselves. We have to discover the truth ourselves. We as humanity have to come together, and we have to do this. And I hope, like, I am not the best public speaker. I'm not even probably the best marketer. I'm not the best scientist. So, we really need to work together. We really need to come together. And I would love it if people would voluntarily come out with their own ideas. Like, if an artist or a painter did a painting of the planet Saturn, right, club, right, a painting for the planet Saturn club. Like, I would love it if people came together, scientists, astronauts. There's so much I don't know about space. I'm sure an astronaut, if we could have like a Q&A questionnaire with an astronaut, that would be so cool. So, the Planet Saturn Club is not a one person club. It needs to be really a team, a community. It needs to be a community, it needs to be a team. And I, as a marketer, generally, when my main education is marketing, I am really going to try to elevate the Planet Saturn Club to the next level. I'm going to try to take this YouTube channel and really make it a community, really make it a Planet Saturn Club community, really make it a force, a force to be reckoned with, a strong, powerful group of people who can really get stuff done and discover the truth, whatever, and do whatever it takes to discover the truth as well. So